Welcome back to Anno 117. Soccus Maximus Upus is the governor here, and we did a little bit of a redesign. We did widen things out and move the villa to be centered here, and that allows us to get the market and the tavern next to each other, and it's got good coverage there. But today's goals are going to be to get the upgrades going on the tier 2 citizens here. So we'll be first wanting to establish some bread and garum. And then we'll want to get the sanctuary and the grammaticus established, and we'll be doing a little more redesign of moving things around as needed to pull that off. We did move one of our wood productions out here to build room to expand to the right like we did to fit all this in. But we got a lot more buildings that we're going to want to fit in the middle here, and some other like decent size ones. Like, there's no reason to not do those things in order. Let's go into construction. Actually, let's go to tier 2 and take a look at the sanctuary. And that could establish somewhere like this. Let me think about that for a minute. I think we'll put the grammaticus right here, and that opens up research. So let's go ahead and get some research rolling here. Let's do trading post improvements, sewing circles, fish markets, get all that going. Depots would be nice, as well as warehouse organization. So those will be our first 5. Come here for quartermaster, volunteer vigilance. Let's hold off on that one. But we'll do market focus, and I think I want to bring that one up 1 there. Just getting a lot of these established. Night watch, watchtowers, and I think all the way down to latrines we'll want to get unlocked, and then we can start working on repair cranes and some military items as well. But that's good. That'll get us going for a while. Lots of time on there. 27 minutes just for that first one, but as our knowledge increases, that should increase as well. So trading post is showing up there. Let's take a look right now at contracts before we get going. And that's not bad. What do we have established right now? 20. I mean, we could cheese it as well and buy them from her and sell them back and make some money. Tiles here, crates. I'm starting to look for items, quests that come with items, and I don't see any right now.
I like having people around.
So I think we'll grab up here. We'll go to Diana's, and let's go ahead and grab this one. And we'll instantly send... Oh, our ship just landed on an island. We're going to send it home. And we'll pick up as much lumber as we can there. Get that one going. But then these other ones, were they worth doing? Another timber, crates. 16 minutes till those change. 2 crates there. Let's grab the sardines one. We should be able to handle that as well. Okay, let's get back home. And let's start looking at the bread chain here. We're going to want wheat. So we could build another road on the back side of these. And kind of do a little bit of a grid type situation here. But let's go ahead and do our first wheat field. And I think we'll establish it about right here. Let's turn it facing this way. And do the same that we did last episode. We're going to kind of surround it up to the road to start with. And then just start bringing the back out. And this one, I don't know how far we'll go this direction. So these farms, they might be short-lived, but there's one going on there for 1 minute. And then to the grain mills are 30 seconds. So we could do 1 wheat field to 2. What's the math there? No, we'll need 2 wheat fields to 1 flour. So let's go ahead and establish one next door as well here. We'll have to take a look at our workers soon, because I have a feeling we're going to bust through those pretty quick. Like that. And then just start establishing this like so. Okay, so they need their little roads to connect. And we could do a little bit of decorations on this one. I do like the little fire pit things. I know it's close to the crop, but I think that'll work out fine. And a couple trees. Looking good, looking good. All right, so back to construction here in Tier 2. So the grain mill is the next thing we want to establish. And let's see, we already have a road out here. Well, let's grab this one here. This will probably require its own warehouse, but if we come from this warehouse and just kind of work up like that, that covers it. Perfect. So I believe we have the ratio correct there. The bakery we're going to want to put in town because it is going to give us a +2 area of effect there. Is going to be for money, I believe that was. Yeah, 2 income, but also 2 fire safety is going to decrease. That should be good for that. We also need some charcoal, which we could establish out here. This will probably be a short-lived one because of the location. And then, let's see. Let's just extend this road for now. Tie in there. And I think we could establish a warehouse right by the villa, which is not within reach. So let's go ahead and, even if it's temporary, we'll let that warehouse live right there. But that should be full everything for the bakery now, once things get up and running and delivered. And the next thing would be another fishery here, the different type. So we'll put it on this side. Missing fertilization though. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. So that fertilization is mackerel. Did that other island we're looking at have mackerel? It does. Okay, money's looking okay. We're gonna do these contracts, but where did the boat end up? It didn't make it there. We needed the boat to go here. Oh, no. We wanted to go home and grab wood first. And how many fish did we need? Dorian wanted 23. So we can throw 19 on there now. I mean, we could probably wait for those other ones. 34 wood. So we need a little bit more sardines and a little bit more wood to finish those quests. And let's see how things are going here. Charcoal's getting delivered. We're just waiting for some flour. And let's check the flour mill. It is up and running and building its percentage. So it just got 1 wheat delivered. Hopefully we'll start getting some more wheat coming in. Yeah, they'll deliver 2 next time. So that should get up and running. And then once that's going, we should see a nice increase here. I don't know what this buff is from here, but we will take it. And just gonna kind of wait so we have enough materials to then head on over to turn in the quests. All right, we'll see if we can get the fish to increase a little bit, but we'll turn in this first quest. We do have the 43 timber ready for Diana. And still waiting for some flour to get delivered. Looks like they are heading in with some flour to the warehouse. And I think I want to establish this one a little bit closer because we do have this one here. Oh, it reaches it. We don't need both of these. Did we just mess up this warehouse? Yeah, everything's covered and just waiting for this to get established, and flour is heading to it. Perfect. Okay, I think we might, for the time being, set this to buy. So it should maintain at 50 there. And we could even do that for everything else. Just kind of see how it goes. And there will be items that get above that we start selling. That is the idea there. And bread is up and running. Perfect. And we'll be able to turn in the timber. 44 turned in and a little bit of cash delivered there. And do they sell? No. Okay. Was going to grab some sardines if we could, but let's go ahead and head home and grab the rest of the fish that we need for Dorian's contract. And we should be solid there. I want to see how this... Okay, so we are a little low on sardines because we were stealing them. That's fine. Looking good. All right, so the next thing we would want is... So we do have the Grammaticus, but we would want the Sanctuary, which I think what I want to do is grab some of these houses. And these ones, I guess, could go right here for now. And then I want to move these ones up a little bit to centralize this building we're about to put down. Like so. And full on area effect there as well. And what did that area effect give us? Looks like happiness +1 and belief +1. So knowledge is something that we would like to upgrade, but looking good. Wood's having an issue, but I think everything else is good. That's a good time to check on our productions here. Hemp's okay. Porridge, we're still looking good. Yeah, sardines were fine. We just were stealing some. Everything else is positive in the right direction. Awesome. And we do see them starting to fill up here. So once the sardines and bread go up, we should hit 3 bars on the first tier and the second tier. So next would be just getting the next things to unlock, and we just need a couple more upgraded to do that. We'll grab this row here and that row there. And that should do that. Sandals and soap are unlocked.
Ships for goods transportation and patrol of the seas.
We do need to build a shipyard and start working on that stuff as well. So shapely footwear, our sandals give us +2 income and +1 population, and soap would give us +1 population and +2 happiness. I think what I wanted to do is, now that soap is in here, we're going to do the same thing there. We're going to maintain.
What could you possibly require?
All right, so over here we need to hopefully get one more fish eventually.
You want olive oil. It keeps you healthy and competing. I would plant those crows like now.
Interesting. Saying we want olive oil. Citizens want to have a festival here, so we would need to pay $2,000. We would get income, area effect income of +1 for 4 hours. We don't have the bread to supply for it, so I think we will pay for that. Got a festival going, and we'll check that out as it gets started.
Waiting for your decree.
And there is our 23rd sardine, so I believe, well, let's just use the notifications to help us out. Oh, we missed 1 timber. Oh, that was silly. I thought we finished that quest, but we did not. I think we will. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll get caught up on these notifications in a second.
Unless that is, I'm seeing double.
All right, so we have this gift here. We're gonna say I'm ready to make a choice. So what we have here is 1 specialist would give us a workforce from residence buff of 20%. And this other one would do an income area effect of 1.5. We are going to go with that.
Legacies are built
And then
with
when we
such
come over
choices.
here, we should be able to just plop them in our specialty spot. But we also have this one as well that gives us a 0.5 income and 2 health. So we'll put that in there as well.
My business is your business, Buller.
And so now we're up to 651 income.
Might I
Awesome.
make a suggestion?
Yeah, just need to keep progressing and money will be looking solid. Workforce is looking good. Established pretty well there. And we want a shipyard, and we're going to blueprint this, I believe, for now. Do our shipyard here, and we're going to need like rope production. So we do have the extra hemp, and then sales will be from sheep. So we'll get that established here in a second, but I want to finish these contracts first before I lose sight of that. All right, there's the one.
Look at those gains.
Nice. So now we want to get our ship over here to Diana. So 16,000 is what we're at now, and I'm tempted to get that other island purchase, but let's go ahead, and we need something else here too, don't we? I don't know if we do, but let's grab a road. We'll just do like that, and we'll come up the middle a little bit. And I think we will just build the productions that we need here. So in harbor, we're going to want, well, let's take a look. Do we have extra hemp still? 2 of 2 is being, nope. 2 of 2 of hemp is being used. So from as far as the farms are concerned, I do want to establish another one right here, and we will go ahead and build that one and kind of wrap around the building like we've been doing. And go ahead and upgrade those so that they are there. Grab the road, get it connected, and this warehouse is gonna need an upgrade soon, but we need to get that unlocked first. Okay, so that should get us the extra hemp, and then we can throw the rope production down here, as well as a warehouse across from it.
How about I show you the ropes when it comes
Now,
to
does
ships?
this need to be connected? It does. Okay, so we need to, let's just keep establishing this road here that we worked on the first episode. And we'll kind of just weave it down to the coast. Nice. Okay. This we can also build when we have a little bit more timber, and we are over here to turn in the quest as well. So we'll go ahead and do
That
that.
is so selfless.
And then let's try to get the rest of this Fog of War unlocked at this point. Okay, so we are slowly getting ropes going, getting some hemp delivered, and sales would be the next thing. So we will establish a little sheep farm out here. So we're going to be a 30 seconds to a minute 30. What's the math? We need 3 of these then? Okay. There's the sheep farm. And we will blueprint these as well. Believe that math is correct there. Let's go ahead and upgrade and build these.
How you make sail. May airless bag of winds help and not hinder.
Now let's see if those numbers add up. It says we'll be making 2. Sheep will be making 4, and we're using 2. So we'll see. We'll let that keep going. And then we'll construct the shipyard when the time comes. But I think that'll give us enough to really... Maybe we'll add some houses here just to kind of... Actually, I think I am going to do that. We're just going to put a couple residents out here. Kind of role-playing that they are the workers out here. Now, they're not going to have a market or anything. So they're not going to be completely happy, and we'll have to think about that later on if it becomes an issue. We should be full on with bread now. Looking good there. Sandals would be next, and amphora. So before we buy that second island, we are going to need another boat to do the trading that we're going to want to have a trade route going back and forth. Just waiting for 1 lumber. But there's our festival. Looking awesome. Do you have 610 income right now? Looking great.
First shipyard, is it? A first paddle into this
Oh.
great wide world.
Yeah, we'll take $10,000 just for building our shipyard. Thank you very much. And then we will need the sails and ropes to start populating before we can start building these, and they will take citizens as well. Workforce. All right, so the next thing on here was sandals. Let's go into tier 2, and we need pigs. So what would be a good spot? So we have a ratio of 30 seconds to a minute, so we would need 2 tanneries and a salt pond as well. So let's get the salt pond established. I think we'll put it out here. We'll go ahead and build that. But then I think the pig farm would be pretty sweet right here. And we get 5 tiles of these.
Any plans for tonight? Some of the boys from the Collegium found some choice.
I think that upgrades that pretty nice. Or designs it pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks awesome. So then for sandals, we want the sandal maker, and we do get a buff here of income. So we'll want to establish that there. And just wait for a little bit of wood for that. So fire is negative 369. We'll have to keep an eye on that, as well as our happiness is at negative 12. But our sandal maker should be up and running, and we need 2 of the tanners now. And they do a happiness
Welcome to Lily Baron,
decrease.
Governor. I am
So we
Valeria
will put them
Turan,
out here.
proprietor of its many establishments.
There's Valeria. That's someone we haven't established yet. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, we got some quests over here.
Selling here on Lily
Tiles.
Baron is an escape, Governor.
We don't have a ton of tiles, but is she selling anything else,
The
like
island has
items?
always been a haven,
Ooh,
where
they're
people are
expensive.
free to live as they choose.
Knowledge would be nice here, but it's 100,000. Crazy. What does Diana have on that? 2,000 for a tiny little hit point buff. That would be captain, or what is this guy? He's negative 50. That seems pretty awesome, but pretty expensive.
Benefit from increased storage and extra loading ramps.
All right, I think that would be nice to upgrade once we have the ability to. And we're not really getting much trade coming in through here, though. Interesting. All right, how are we doing on supplies for the shipyard? Slowly coming in. Okay, so let's see. We're still waiting for some sandals from the tanner. The tenor? Was it tenor or tanner?
Things I
Oh, they don't have a
should
warehouse.
not be prey to the elements.
Okay, Money's still okay at 544. We do have a buff from a festival, I believe. Or no, yeah. So that's a little higher than it would be. But they're getting their goods delivered. Let's rotate this one. Nice. But that does also unlock the amphora and olive oil. So clay, and we need resin. Okay, so we just about need that other island. And I think this would be better for a trade route to our island right there. And it would be nice to have another trade route. We're gonna have to go around. It would have been nice to establish that there to just go back and forth, but that's not too bad. We're gonna want the civilian because that would give us what we need. So rope is going a little slow. It is what it is. Maybe we want another one. Hemp is almost used. I don't know if we could completely get another rope maker. Oh, we could. And that should balance that out perfect now. Hemp is gonna be 3 of 3. And ropes, we should be, yeah, should be good. Okay, little cute little area. All right, so we just need that to keep going and get better. Still waiting for the leather to get to the sandal makers. And then, oops, this was the next thing we're looking at was the amphora. So how is clay right now? Clay is 2 of 2, so we do need another clay pit. And did we have one? Where was our other clay pit at? Right here, okay. So we could establish one across the river here. And we'll have to get a crossing somewhere. Could we do it right there? That's not bad because that is a warehouse. Oh, okay. Little bug there. We're going to go back in here to clay, get rid of planning, and just build it. And then we'll need resin. So we'll have to establish resin on that other island. But we could build this. Income up 1. Yeah, we do want this buff in here. So they're not going to be productive for a while, but we're heading on over there to get that island purchased. And probably should have brought some goods. But we can worry about that in a minute. Now, am I not getting these because I didn't set the minimum? So we just pull these to like 50? Maybe that's why trades aren't happening. So I want to go to resin. Got that. We might as well purchase olive oil too, right? I mean, we're making money. We could just get all of these slowly coming in to help the happiness and our money even more. I like this farm area. I think that's turned out pretty sweet. Could do with a little bit of workforce upgrades. We'll see how that affects everything. The bottom line should be okay. We should be close to being able to build our first ship. 4 more ropes. Okay, so that should be up and running now at 55%. This one's at 100. These are all at 100% now. So yeah, the sales are coming in good. It's ropes that we're a little behind on. And wood, we might want to... Hopefully we start buying that. Okay, we got $35,000, so this shouldn't hurt us.
The difficult second step has been achieved with aplomb. Your
So we
confidence knows no
could just slowly start getting wood established here. I messed that up a little bit. Back that out, pull it up to the road. And that is good. This one's gonna need a warehouse out here. But we're gonna need wood for that. And then we'll want these timber guys. So we're gonna go just a little quick build out here. Because we're really just going to want to establish this to get resin and olives over to the other settlement. So we'll want timber there. And this one should start producing it. This one is a little short, but we should get that. This one can reach this. So we'll get a little bit of wood. I don't think we need to bring any with the ship. So let's go ahead and start getting some more areas unlocked. I think we've found pretty much all the islands, but keep rolling with that. And just 2 more ropes there. So how are we looking? Our sandals have gone up. So yeah, just the last tier here is what we need to unlock tier 3 of citizens. We're not far off. We're a little behind on sheep. No, we're okay on sheep. We're behind on that. Okay, so we do have, let's go through the whole chain here. Sardines are going to be close. Porridge is still good. Tunics are good. Sheep are okay. But we are a little behind here. How many of those do we have established? That is in tier 1. We have 1, 2. Oh, that paused for some reason. Is this... Did we upgrade this already? Let's upgrade that. That should give us more ability to move goods, because I think that's what slowed that down. They're about to deliver 4 sheep. And honestly, once that's delivered... 3, and they're using 1. If we grab this and just move it maybe right here, that'll be a little quicker route. Pretty awesome seeing the festival, though. Okay, we're doing good. $600 still. Let's go look at our second island. We need to name these things. Missing goods. We have 3 wood, which is what that needs. So now we should be able to get all those completely up and running and building our wood for us. And we're going to have to establish some people, but we're going to go blueprint mode here. And how do we want to do this? And just kind of copying that other layout to start with. And I guess it would make sense to start getting some sardines going here. And we're going to need a warehouse up here for now. Like I said, I don't know how much we'll completely establish this area, but just we really want to get that resin and olives going today. So we'll let that kind of work in the background, let its wood build up so we can build out all of that. And sardines will build up at the same time. Because if I'm remembering right, sardines should be all we need to get them happy on that. Okay. So how are we looking here? Sandals are good, so now it is just waiting for being able to get the resin or the olives going. Pretty nice. So we do have enough rope now, so let's get this one going because this is going to be our trade route. Now, do we want to adjust this? We could add that to add speed, and it costs us a little bit more workforce, or we could have defense on there. I think we want speed on this one. Let's go ahead and save that and get that going. So that's going to take us 6 minutes.
Getting this empire back on its feet won't be easy. The Legion has a saying, if your attack is going well, you're walking into an ambush.
Okay, I think we're just going to hail him, because that's just going to give us one more reputation.
I like it.
And then we have a loan offer. We don't need it. We're going to decline it. And here we have just saying something about pagan. Oh, a god on our other our other island. So if we go into religion and we need to name these. Let's see. Anything research to do those other ones. Let's get back in there. Slow down, Chris. So this is like the military god. This is the ocean god, it looks like. Sardine buff. Could be interesting. I don't know if we'll establish... Oh, we are going to do the olives, so we'll go ahead and do that here. Okay. How is the resources over here? We have 9. So let's do our warehouse, and we will start upgrading some houses. Let that just kind of establish itself. We could have, rushed it by sending over goods, but I think that will be okay. And over here, workforce is looking good. Yeah, we really need to focus over here for now. But while we're waiting for that, we can take a look at... We're just going to do resin. So this is going to be in... here, right in the forest. So we'll come out here and do 83 there, 74. We'll do 3 of these. I don't know how much we're gonna need, but we'll go ahead and establish those. And once our boat's ready, I think we will bring over some tiles because we're gonna need that to build those. But we need this to connect into the main road as well. Really not thinking through it over here. I don't know how long term or this is going to be over here, but then we're going to need some olives as well, which I think would be nice to just take advantage of this space here. And we'll go somewhat big on the olives as well, and we'll give them a... Whoops, we got a double click there. Give them a road. So here we're going to need 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're going to need 12 tile. So well, how are we doing on time on our new boat? A couple minutes. And we have enough tile to bring over. And we'll get a trade route going there. But let's name this. Let's get these towns established. This one we're going to name after our governor. It's going to be Soccus Maximus. Great sock. Not Manima. We want Maxima. And then we'll go over to our other one. And we're going to name this one Porridge Saki. Almost got the full workforce in, outside of what we need from tiles. So we do have lavender, so we could establish soap next as well. Not necessarily a requirement right now.
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
Our ship's about to come out here.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and head over to our trading post. And we'll grab a bunch of tile. We're just going to grab all the tile we have and take it over there. And then after that, we can establish our trade route. Get our spinnery going. Actually, we want to move that, don't we? Yeah, we'll put that there. Should help with the happiness and the income. And actually, could probably reach all of them. Yep, if we go there. So these ones are just waiting for those tunics to pop in, and then we can upgrade them for the workforce for that stuff. But let's go ahead and copy a whole row here. So I think we are going to need a little bit more workforce. And we were able to get all of those in now, so pretty good, sitting pretty good. That should start increasing the workforce. And the goods get delivered there. We'll be sitting pretty. And we need all of the tiles next. So we'll go ahead and go on this route. So we'll get 32, and what else could we deliver? I think we're good. So we'll get that going, but while that is going, let's start establishing our first trade route. We're going to want to go from Portus Soccus to Soccus Maxima and add a ship of this one. So we'll want to load, we're going to eventually want to load resin and olive oil, or just olives. So we're not going to make the olive oil or what we need the resin for on Portus Saki. We're going to actually do that on Soccus Maxima to begin with. So we'll want to unload there. And will that stay? I don't know if that'll stay unfinished. We'll reestablish that once the ship gets over here, and we can free it up once we deliver the tiles. And you are stagnant. Let's go here. Let's get that fog of war all undone with that one. And now that we have our shipyard freed up, I need to get the hotkeys to jump to things quicker. Let's go ahead and start getting, well, do we want to just get our research for that?
Started in your city.
Oh, we have our first fire. Where would that be?
A small fire has broken out. Too small to be of concern.
I don't see it, guys. Oh, it is in town. We don't have anything to take care of that in town right now. So we'll get that established right there. And they should start taking care of the fire. Oh, man, it's going after our market. So our economy is going to crumble for a little bit. But we'll let that kind of sort out as our ship should be arriving here. We'll drop that off. And then let's establish that trade route right now. So Port Saki, there we go. And we want to add our new ship, that is that one. And we will load resin and we will load olives and unload them. And go ahead and let that thing go. It's going to have minor issues until we get the upgrades that we need. And we can go ahead and get a little bit of this workforce established. And slowly start building these until it yells at us.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Okay. And doing that and that should handle the workforces at 0. Now you guys are going to need a warehouse. So we need one more wood. Now this is good. So they're going to do the trade route. Hopefully by the time they get back, there'll be goods for them to send as these things are ramping up. Resin's ramping up. Beautiful. So that's what we're going to leave this town for now. Anything else on here we absolutely need? We could do some mackerel, which I believe was... Where was that? So we'll get the salt pond and the fishery ready here. And that looks like a 1 minute to 1:30. So I think we'll just kind of do that as is. What was the buff here? Income. So we do want that up there. We're learning together, guys. And we're going to want to upgrade a few more of these. Let's get a little bit of a workforce established for that. All right, so we do have a shortage, so we're waiting for a little bit of timber to come back in. You are heading back to the main island. No, you're heading back here, so will we have goods to pick up now? We will have a little bit of olives and resin. Perfect. So we'll start getting that established at the other island, but I do want this upgrade. Oh, we got that already. We want to get our workforce balanced. And we're close. I do want to build the rest of these and upgrade those two, and we should be set for a while. So let's see what happens here. Yep, loaded up what we expected. And they'll wait a little bit and then head on back. So we'll start getting the olives and the other production, which was for the amphora, I believe, going very soon with the potter and the oil press, or the olive press. All right, I got everything here. Pretty balanced out workforce. We have 5 extra tier 1, 1 extra tier 2, and they're just going to be delivering back and forth the olive oil for us now. Or the olives and the resin. So now, let's remember what we had. This is just waiting for resin. It has plenty of charcoal, so once the resin gets delivered, that will be good. And then the olive press is something else that we need, and this is a health bonus, which I think we wouldn't mind having. Let's go ahead and get that established, and they're delivering olives right now. So that's just a matter of time before we get these two established. And that should allow us to then upgrade to tier 3. Didn't do a good job checking on the contracts. I need to get a little bit better about that. I do want to see if there's any that have any items that come with the quest right now. I do. Oh, here's one right here, which would be unfavorable wind impact is negative 50%. This wouldn't be bad to put on our ship. So let's go ahead and grab that one. And we'll find our flagship here. And we'll try to do this quest here to kind of wrap up today's episode while we wait for these to get upgraded. And we do have some things that can be fixed here, it looks like. Yeah, repairing some houses that were damaged in the fire. And workforce balance is good, so I don't want to change anything else. We're just waiting for goods to get delivered to these productions. And heading out to do this quest here. Gotta watch out for the pirates. Bring in 4 and 12, so that's working out pretty good. We're probably overproducing the resin, but I think we'll be okay. Looks like we did lose that quest that I was worried about timing out. I guess I should have grabbed that one. But now we know. We are heading towards here, which is somewhat close to the pirates. So we're going to want to grab this and then skip town real quick. All right, we can see it. It's getting close. Oh, we didn't check down here. How much is this ship? Oh, that's expensive. Sardines, which I feel like we probably could handle. No, we can't. Ooh, research going. Nice. Okay, got to keep an eye on this. Yep, because this guy...
Listen here. The wrath of the sword is not easily stayed, if you catch my meaning.
Waiting for your decree.
So grab that and then take off. Let's go with the wind a little bit here. And he's back there. All right, now we should be safe to do that.
You wouldn't want your citizens to wallow in misery, would you?
What are you talking about? Oh, it's just because I drive by her? Oh, okay. Fun game, guys. Endless hours we're going to have on this. Man. Oh, what do we have here? Hit points for another. We could put a captain on. Might do that, too, to finish out today. Actually, let's grab it. We will do that as well. I like to get these cards, these players. Hey, look at that. Increased. Medicia? Where would that fit? Back here. Get that established for us. That should increase happiness, right? Or health. Health by +2. Yeah, 869 is our balance right now, so per minute. Looking good. We're up to 31,000. So we have a little bit of buying power. And what do we have here? Oh, that's the one we're doing already. 1 ton of sandals. For 1,400.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Okay, we should be, while we're waiting for that quest, yeah, we can upgrade. I'm going to go right here by the tavern. Nice. Tier 3 unlocked. Let's upgrade one more. So we have a mission here. He wants to congratulate us. Awesome.
So you do have convictions of your own.
So that opened up the ability to go to Albion, which we'll be doing next episode and finding our first island there. And how are we doing? Oh, we're going to look at research. I got so sidetracked. There is a ship type that we want all the way down here, huh? So let's do quartermaster as number 10. Well, let's move that one up a little bit. So this is the path we're going to want to head down. That goes that way. 500 knowledge. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so that would be what we want to get these better military boats. Yeah, we're going to want to get all the way down here. Okay, so that is actually under civic. Okay, good to know. Working on the fish maker right now, and then we'll get our improved, or our depots and our improved warehouses. So yeah, balancing the research here and still getting to this lost cargo, which we're close.
They're all out there, waiting on your wisdom.
Awesome. We're just going to agree here. We're getting good reputation. If we look at diplomacy, we're up to 11.
It is so nice to have a guest.
Nice. Okay. All right, let's pick that crate up. So we should now just have to come into this pier here. Who is this here? Tarragon. We'll get our windbreaker that we can put on this ship that we have with us. Yeah, in this town here, the port is looking pretty good. They do have a porridge demand, but we're okay with that. Somewhat happy over here. -12. Yeah, and we're gonna have to do some expansion over here next episode to get room for the tier 3. Workforce is gonna need to be a little bit more balanced. I think we'll go ahead and upgrade all of these ones that we can here. We're down to 6 with tier 1, so we'll have to upgrade that later on, and plenty to get established for the next upgrades here, which we can do that whole row just to get ready there.
A decision, your judiciousness.
Unfilled good. Okay, I understand. Understand.
Consider it done.
Because you guys have some meat. I don't know what just happened there. Not a lot's established over here. I guess you guys have a town here. But it seems like we're moving a little quicker. Oh, this is a decent sized town. No villa yet. It's a nice little decoration out here. Nice. Also a little park area. Yeah, we'll have to start establishing stuff like that on ours. Got some competition here. Decent sized town. Looks pretty good. Dropping off some goods. Oh, trading. Good. So that is established now. Yeah, wood's looking good. Yeah, everything is doing what we expected it to do now, and money is absolutely fine. So we do have this, a prayer for Jupiter to destroy a couple. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off, because I don't think we can handle that yet without more ships. We can take care of these 2 small ones, but I don't know. So that'll be, hopefully we'll still have time next episode to get to that. I just want to get these 2 cargo ones taken care of real quick. Got another gift here. We'll accept it. Another 10,000. So we're getting money like crazy. Well, I guess since we do have that quest, we could do these lower tier military boats. Start getting one established here. And I guess this is the only configuration we could have. We'll add that for now to give us a little bit of speed, but we'll get that going. That'll be 6 minutes, so we could probably get a couple of those to help us out. Let's go over here, turn in this quest,
Let's work together.
and automatically put the windbreaker in there. So now we want to go to this lost cargo with our military ship. We'll go ahead and head that way. Get these 2 picked up. Where's the other one? Oh, down inside the cove? Okay, that's not happening. That is a we're just gonna let this time out. That is a suicide mission. So we will just have our ship head home. So that is where I'm gonna leave you today. We got up to tier 3. We started doing a little bit more contracts. Got a lot to establish next episode. We'll start getting concrete in here. Probably start decorating this a little bit more now that we have almost every building that's gonna go in this area established, and start expanding probably out this direction next episode. I'm SocksWayUp. Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you on the next one.